So at this point, did the vision of being in a group? Did you say let's park it? I'm going to go solo, or what? Or let me do production. What was going through your mind, as in what path?
We was making so much money now producing that I had to do a solo record, because even though my mind was in many different places, because right when I was doing my solo album, I was still producing with DeVoe and Ralph Tresvant and Stephanie Mills and Christopher Williams.
Wow.
So I didn't really give my solo record the attention it needed, but I didn't want to mess up another commitment with Tommy Boy.
Okay.
Because they had done gave me the money, so it was like,
Okay.
I love being in a group. God gave me that vision.
Yeah.
But I did it because the only reason I did that, I would have never done it. I mean, I would have done solo things within the group, because I wanted us to be like the Black Beatles. I really did. I prayed for that for a long time. I wanted us to be like the Black Beatles. But I did it because I had to, because I was ousted from the group and I didn't want to be in no more groups.
Okay.
For a long time.
Yeah. And so that's when went solo, and it's you do your solo album, you have to promote that, and then you said, you know what, let me go back and just focus on developing other artists.
Yes. It wasn't so much developing the artists, it was just writing, doing the same thing I did for Aaron and Teddy and myself. Hanging with them, like we did that with Christopher Williams, we did that with Belle Biv DeVoe, we did that with Stephanie, we did that with Ralph Tresvant, we did that with Bobby. Just hanging with them, getting to know them, and writing songs for them.
Yeah, I have to admit, the song that I would play if I've had a little argument with my girl back in the day was When Would I See You Smile Again? Because you listen to it and it kind of like, okay, I can be humble now and go and say I'm sorry. It was such it's a powerful track. The lyrics, they did the video well, but I was like, wow, this is really, I mean, what was happening when you thought about writing that? Because it's a powerful track, really, really.
Well, that song actually was a song, again, that was supposed to go on my solo record.
Wow.
And I wrote it specifically for that.
Yeah.
But at the time, if you recall, didn't nobody know what Mike Bivins, Ricky Bell, and Ronnie DeVoe was gonna do. Didn't nobody know. Matter of fact, people that already counted them a bust. They already counted them out before they even started.
Yeah.
We were the first, Wokey, my partner Alan Wokey Stewart and I were the first producers to work with them, period.
Okay.
Before Spider-Man and Freeze, before Hank Shockley, before everyone else. So we actually wrote 5 songs for them. But MCA only used the 2 ballads. But they were the 2 strongest ballads. And that song was mine. It was mine. It was like, tell me, it was about me, my life, and my girl and my wife. It's like, you get in an argument, you don't even have time to make amends because you out on the road again.
Yeah.
And you come back and thinking things gonna change, but a woman still holds on to it and remember the fight y'all had before you left. And the only thing you thinking about, oh, sex is gonna fix it. No, it isn't. They want to talk. They want to clear some things up emotionally, mentally. Then the physical will come later if mentally you can make her feel secure again. So the song I wrote was, tell me when will I see you smile again?
Yeah. I think the question somebody asked was that when Guy came out and they were performing and stuff, and they went back into their second album. Were you with one eye looking at what was happening with them? Did you guys make up, or was it just like, I'm in LA, you guys are there, and we didn't cross paths?
Never ever. Even still to today, like Teddy and I have met 2 or 3 times. Matter of fact, I just talked like last week and the week before, me and Teddy just basically talked on the phone for a short period and through, social media. and his email and my email, you know, Aaron and I, we started talking every single morning for a long time, like a month ago. And everybody, Christopher Woods, everybody started talking, but we never, like Aaron, what's different about it is, I think I lost you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay, good. I think it never was officially an apology. It never was officially, yo, what we did wasn't right. You know, it was bullshit, and it shouldn't have happened that way. It was always, they passed the buck. Oh, it wasn't me, it was him. It wasn't him, man. And Teddy come from the standpoint, you know, that's done, that's over with, you know, we different people now. It's like, no, you still have to truly make amends, I feel, you still have to apologize. You still have to admit to my responsibility and my accountability was wrong. We were a group. Before we brought Gene back in, we did this together. We was children. And I went off and became this big producer and became the lead singer of a group that I never intended me to be the lead singer. And it wasn't right. God was gonna bless all of us anyway. But I still haven't received an official apology. And yes, I've talked to them, you know, many times throughout the years, but there was never an official apology, because when that train was running up, I didn't hear from them at all.
So okay, so even when they were doing the Future album, did at that point in time, I think Bill, this was 1990 or so you were working on quite a lot of things at that time. Were you watching and rooting, or did you have any thoughts about what they were doing at that point?
Never. I never. Of course, anybody I will be lying to you if I said once a group, and you heard the name that God gave you, and a group come on and put out a record, that your attention ain't gonna go there. But I had so many other people coming to me. You know, you always have those people that's coming to you saying, this is what's happening, this is what's going on. Have you heard this? And they have it and play it for you. This is what someone said. This is how it's going on. Timmy, listen to this. How could this person say that? I was there. And that's how it was.
Yeah.
So when the Future record came out, I seen the video because they debuted it on BET. But once I saw Teddy singing lead, I was like, the direction, the whole mission of the group has went sideways.
Mm-hmm. I guess it explains the difference between the original Guy album and the Future, because the sound was quite different. The Future sounded very a little bit more mechanical and stuff, and it seems to have lost the soul that the original album had. But I think most of us didn't really understand, just thought, well, that's how time moves on and stuff. But I can now...
No, that wasn't how time was. It was a total different vision. Mm-hmm. It didn't have the same... I mean, I don't care if you hear Earth, Wind and Fire in 1972 compared to 1990, whether you liked the song or didn't like the song, or even today, they still have that same formula.
Yeah.
You get those horn structures, you get those bass lines, you get those marvelous background singing, you get that Philip Bailey, and you get that Maurice White combination.
Yeah.
You know, Guy, literally in 1 year, you go totally bananas and flip a whole sound. I didn't appreciate it. I didn't like it. The only song that I thought was decent, but it was so separate from the rest of the album, was Let's Chill.
Mm. Yeah.
It was a decent ballad.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a strong ballad. Like you couldn't put Let's Chill up to Piece of My Love and Goodbye Love.
Yeah.
You couldn't put it.
Yeah.
You just couldn't if people liked the song. But you could put, I'll tell you, I don't give a damn where I am. Play Let's Chill. Then I'm going to come in and play Piece of My Love. And you tell me which one is better.
Yeah.
I play Goodbye Love. You tell me which one is better.
Yeah.
And that's how I saw it. I could play all my ballads. I could play When Will I See You Smile Again? I could play I Do Need You, Promises, Promises. You tell me which one is better. So that song, it was just the song was exactly what it was. If you want to chill out, play the song. If you want to make love and you want to make up to your woman, play my songs.
Yeah. Now, I noticed you did Keith Sweat, Make You Sweat, but then Keith talks about bringing Teddy in to do some of the, do a little bit of the remix on it. How did
That's a lot. That's a lot. And I still got mad love for Keith. Teddy did the whole first album.
Yeah.
Okay? But by the time Guy came out and Teddy and Gene became GR Productions, they started charging everybody a lot of money to do one track. Keith Sweat is very frugal with his money, so he didn't have that. He couldn't use Teddy. He could not use Teddy, period. Teddy never touched Make You Sweat. If Teddy had a touch Make You Sweat or whatever Keith is saying, his name would have been on it. Period. Teddy's name would have been on it. Because at that point in time, Teddy was hot. Keith, I was just starting to become a producer. This is way before Chris, Belbiv DeVoe, Ralph, Jasmine Guy, all of that. And Stephanie Miller. Keith knew where the sound came from. Because we all grew up together. Keith knew that I was the lyricist songwriter. Because we all grew up together. Keith watched us grow up. Keith is like 3-4 years older than me and Teddy.
Wow.
Probably older than that. Keith and I used to ride the train together, fussing on the train. Because Keith worked on Wall Street and I was going to high school. So we would fuss on the train about whose song's going to be better and whatever. By that time, Keith was working on his second record with a lot of pressure on him. The sophomore album is always more pressure than the first.
Yeah.
But he didn't have Teddy. So Keith is he's a dope songwriter within his own right. But he had a lot of ballads on his record. But he needed that signature up-tempo to bust his album out. And Keith came and met me in the same building I grew up in at my mother's house, because I just happened to be in New York. And Keith drove a brand new white Acura at that time. And Keith begged me to come to the studio with him. Begged me. Because no star like Keith, your first album went 2 million. You come looking for little old me. That's facts. So that night, I told Keith what I wanted. Keith gave me what I wanted. We went down to Chungking Studios and I wrote Make You Sweat. And Keith did not want to use his name. He did not want to do none of that, but it was a #1 hit. And every time I hear that song, I don't hear no Teddy Riley. I hear Bobby Wooten, I hear me, and I hear Keith and Wokey. Alton Wokey Stewart sung backgrounds. Because Wokey was under my wing. And I called Wokey to the studio. You gonna sing a song exactly like this. These are the lyrics. You gonna sing, and Wokey sung Make You Sweat.
Wow.
There's no other additives. Now, if Teddy did a remix somewhere, whatever, I don't know about that. But for this song, song that we did, Make You Sweat, Teddy had nothing to do with it. Period.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's, as I said, that's why it's important to get your side, because when you trades, magazines and stuff, because if you're silent, it could be written here and there and everywhere. Because as I said, people probably realize, he worked on the first album, more than likely did something there. As I said, those who don't really see.
Just look at the credit. And I had to fight for my credits. I didn't play. I couldn't play. Teddy's name is not nowhere on Make You Sweat. Period. It's just that we had that similar style. But Teddy, when I did Make You Sweat, Teddy had moved on. The future was something totally different from what I did with Keith.
Yeah.
It was totally different. The first Sky album, you can't even, it sounded like two totally different groups.
Yeah, yeah.
Period. It became more hip hop, more leather jackets, more Doc Marten boots and black jeans.
Yeah.
That wasn't us. That's what they turned into.
Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, but most importantly to press the notification bell so that you can be notified when we do have a new interview. Loads to come, but thanks a lot for watching.
I begin to